Hello, hello, hello. A bit of a long time no talk, not too long, but I did not want to put off another day of not filming a video. This is going to be the first entry of my Taipei diaries. And yes, a couple days past 2 months since I moved to Taipei, Taiwan, and it has been dreamy, a whirlwind, a bit chaotic, a bit reality check, which all sounds a bit at odds, but I think that's really what it is when you do move abroad and move to a different country, especially in the season that I am in, my Saturn return. And so, yeah, but I did want to say my name is Shalina, and thank you for clicking on this video. I am currently in Taipei, Taiwan. I teach English, I'm a writer, I'm a creative, and I am a woman really just following my heart where it leads me. I feel like over the past year or so, I've really been learning what it means to dance with life, which I think coincides with me. I got into salsa dancing when I was in Colombia and just other types of dancing, but having experienced that, I feel like I can really apply this metaphor of dancing with life. And so my life here, I'm still rooting, I'm still grounding. I have my apartment, I have a little studio, and it came together so fast. But the thing is, most studios in Taiwan do not have any kitchen, so it is something to be aware of. But I wasn't able to find the living situations that I was looking for, because you do see a lot of living situations where there's a renting company that owns the apartment, and then they just rent the rooms out to people as they have interest. And so you don't really have a lot of control over who's coming in and out of your home space. And that's just not where I am at this age and what I'm looking for. I just really wanted to feel at home wherever I am. And so my mother's wisdom definitely came through, and she really told me I should think about a studio. Even if I didn't have a kitchen, just thinking about roommates can be really great. It can be like living in a movie, or it can be like living in a horror movie, depending on how it goes. And so she really had me think long and hard about that. And by the next day, I was like, actually, I am going to look in studios. A week, 2 weeks into my apartment hunt. Next day, scrolling on Facebook in the apartment groups that the city has, I saw this. I had actually saw it the day before, but I wasn't in at the time. I really didn't think I was going to go with a studio, but I saw this that looks like a good option. So I messaged my landlord now right away, and they said I could come look at it. That was that. I got the apartment, I got the place, and I love it. I have 2 big windows. I get so much sunlight in the morning. Having such good natural light in the morning, I really think does help your mood. It really makes you feel like anything is possible during the day. Even, I'll be transparent, I shed some move abroad tears today. Some like, what am I doing with my life tears. It happens. It's part of the journey today and last night. And so, but still, just having this, like seeing the blue sky, like my views. I had in my apartment, which as I said, I wanted either parquet or wood flooring. And this isn't, I don't think this is real wood. I don't know what it is, but it looks like wood. And that's happy enough for me. I have my own bathroom. My bathroom has wet and dry separation. I did give up a kitchen, which hasn't been too bad outside of the fact that sometimes I do feel like I eat the same things all the time. I love rice, don't get me wrong. I adore rice. I grew up eating a lot of rice, like rice and eggs. My grandma, rice goes with a lot of things. I love rice. However, I do feel like I am eating a lot of rice, more than maybe I would like to. So I just try to make sure I change it up. I can eat rice noodles. The thing is, I'm gluten intolerant, so I can't eat normal flour noodles or just sandwiches and things like that. So that is what's probably making it more tricky for me. But I just try to keep my head up, and I have been switching up meals. On the weekends, I try to eat something fun. I had Mexican food last weekend. It's just that that food also tends to be more expensive than like the Taiwanese bento boxes. So I just try to balance it out.
I have like both my noses, so I would do a stud and a hoop, and then I have both my nipples, my belly button.
I almost got my nipples pierced, but I didn't want it that badly for the pain level.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting the back, then I was like, do I? I'll do it if you do it.
Sagittarius. It's some sort of Sony ZV-1F something. I'm so awkward.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one
I see.
As far as connections, it's so sad. I made a really, really great friend. What was like the beginning, you know, when you can really feel like, oh, me and this person connect and it's gonna blossom. But she decided to go back to the US kind of last minute. But she did connect me with a friend of hers, and that friend and I have hung out, and we're supposed to hang out again this weekend. And so that's been really nice. I've just been really in the place too, I think, because I'm a bit older now and I'm 28, going to be 29, but because I'm, you know, in my later 20s and I've traveled extensively, lived abroad, all those things, I've really learned that to just trust that people come into your life when they're supposed to, and that you really don't have to do anything but be where you're supposed to be to meet the people you're supposed to meet. I'm actually quoting a writing piece of mine, so that's kind of funny, but that's really how I feel, romantically or platonically. And so coming into Taipei, I definitely had, you know, did do some of the more, I just moved here socializing things like going to board game nights, things like that, language exchanges. And I didn't meet anyone from them, but I don't take, when I go to those, at this point, I'm just going to socialize. I'm not expecting to meet my best friend for life. It could happen, but it's not what is my expectation. My expectation really is just to connect with people, which is really important when you live alone and you're in a new city. Oh yeah, and I met the friend who moved back to the US. I met her at one of those things. So, hey, and she's connected me with someone who is so lovely and really cool. I mean, we've only hung out twice, but just the connections. I think you get what I mean. It's just like the people that really just make you feel alive, and the people that just make you feel so yourself and so excited and so bubbly and vibrant, they come into our lives effortlessly, and we really don't have to do anything extra to meet with them. Like the universe will make sure it happens. And so, and I've learned just fill my time spending time with myself, doing things. I go hiking. I will find a new restaurant to go to. I run errands. And I find that I'd rather be by myself than just be around people to be around people, or, you know what I mean? Like I would rather, just be enjoying my own company than trying to force myself onto others or force myself into social situations that aren't really feeding me and making me feel rejuvenated in any way, making me feel like just making me feel, I feel like just making me feel, you get me? Like, that's what I love too about Taipei, is that there's so much to do and nature is so accessible. So the last 2 Saturdays before this past Saturday, I would go on these really nice long bike rides in the morning, get my nature fixing, get my movement, feel the sun. It just feels so good. And then last weekend, I went hiking to this park that was by my second Airbnb, and I never had gotten a chance to go really explore it. And so I did that last Saturday, and it was so lovely. And especially being in a city, you can just really I feel like when I'm in nature and just feeling the sun on me and just getting sweaty, it's like I can feel my body my nervous system just relaxing and my breaths getting deeper and really kind of refueling that part of ourselves. And so I've been so grateful to experience that. And I get to the top of the peak of the park and meditated a bit, which was so nice. But besides that, like there was this group of people came up, and Taiwanese people are so friendly. I can't stress that enough. Like even on the trail, they'd be like, "Good morning" in English. I'm like, "Oh, good morning." And but there was this group, and they were talking to me, and they were just asking me, why I'm here, how I like it, blah, blah, blah. And they had me take a picture of them. And at the end, they're like, "We're 80. And I'm like, 80? I thought they were in their 60s. And they gave me, one of them gave me snacks. And it just made me really remember that love truly is everywhere. And maybe that's one of the things I'm really taking in right now, is that love is truly everywhere. So when I was on top of the mountain on Saturday, what really came to me is just that everything is going to be okay. Everything will be okay. And that I just really needed to hear that. I've been trying to quiet myself more, because since I am walking all the time and outside all the time, which I love, I'm constantly listening to music. And so I'm trying to like just balance it out and just let silence kind of come to me more. And that's just something I've been working on the past week or so, week, 2 weeks. And so just having that meditation time, and then now in my quiet moments, being able to remember that everything is going to be okay. Because, you know, I'm teaching English again. I can be frank, teaching English is not my greatest passion in life. I don't mind doing it. I like the children. Sometimes their behavior, which I've been experiencing lately, has been a bit exasperating, I won't lie. But overall, on the good days, it really does feel nice to be in contact with these young souls and just knowing that they're at the start of their life. And I'm having a positive influence on that. That is something that means quite a bit. But, you know, again, teaching English isn't my forever. I'm definitely not getting paid what I could be getting paid. I definitely took a pay cut. And they just gave me more projects yesterday. And I'm like, I had to call my mom with one of those teary calls. Like, Mom, I was just getting a little overwhelmed. My business, you know, I did start a business. And I have been avoiding it a bit just because different things. But I'm trying to get past that and get past those blockages. And so all those things just kind of compounded a bit. I think I mentioned I am going through my Saturn return. So yeah. And so I'm just having to trust that one step at a time, one day at a time, and really, really, really believe in myself and have faith in myself. And it's being tested to have faith in myself. And I really hope and I really do think that I will look back at this time. I'm getting emotional. I wasn't expecting to, but I will look back at this time and just be incredibly proud of myself. I am proud of myself, you know. I have to remind myself every day that this is what I prayed for. I'm living in a dream. But just when I think about where I want to be, maybe career-wise, I really want creativity to be part of my life more. That's something that really has been coming to me. I guess doing something that you're not fully passionate about, it has been making me think, what is it that I really am passionate about, which is writing. And so how can I fashion my life to be centered around creativity? And so I am thinking about getting a master's in creative writing and just all those things. It's very fresh, it's very new, but that is kind of where I am. And so, yeah, I'm just taking it day by day, trusting that everything will be okay, and just letting life lead me in this dance. If you are interested in living abroad or traveling more, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Check out some of my resources. I would love to be a part of your journey. As you can see, living abroad, traveling will really stretch you and really help you grow in ways that you never thought that you could. And I think doing that with a foundation of love of love for yourself, love for the world, love for others, I think I can help give you that. And other than that, I am a bit excited about a potential romantic connection in my life, and that's all. I will leave it there. You can already see. And we actually met for the first time yesterday. I will divulge a bit more. We met for the first time yesterday because we've been talking for about a month and a half. We met through an apartment group on Facebook. I messaged her just because I thought she looked really cool. And I could tell she was queer, but I honestly just thought she looked cool. And I'm like, let me try to get my queer community up, you know, platonic connections. And yeah, about a month or so into talking, a month and a half, I was like, wait a second. And yeah, and so it was really nice. It was actually her birthday yesterday. And yeah, she gave me gifts. I gave her birthday gifts and she brought me gifts too. She's from the Philippines. And honestly, saying those this morning made me feel like really grounded and just like, like there are things that are really right and beautiful. And so it's really new and we don't know what's going to happen, but I figured I would insert it here because why not? This is a Taipei diary after all. That's everything. Just remember, if you need to hear it, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. You're so beautiful. Thank you for being here. And yeah, all of my love. Bye. Okay, today was just such a lovely day. I just had to come to the camera and talk about it. So I've been getting into roller skating. This is my third time going since I've been here. I actually bought a 6-session pass last time, and so it's just been really cool, just getting better and better. And I really just want to be a roll bounce bitch, you know? I want to be able to do tricks and dance, and I'm a while ways from that. I need to learn how to skate backwards first and foremost. But we're getting there bit by bit, and it's just so fun. So today I went to a cafe, had some cheesecake with a friend. Well, I mean, I guess we're technically more acquaintances, and she's actually moving to England now for creative writing. She's from Taiwan. And we connected at a board game event. Since we're both creative writers, we're like, oh my god, let's like meet once. And so it was really nice. Then I went roller skating after that for 2 hours, and it was just so much fun. Again, I'm getting better and better. After that, I took the metro to my neighborhood, and then I went to the store, and then I rode my bike home, which riding your bike home, or just riding bikes, it just is so good for the inner child, you know? And it's just, I'm just feel so blessed and so grateful to live in a place where city bikes are prevalent and free for the first 30 minutes. I can just hop on the bike home, and it's just so fun. This is the life I dreamed of, you know? This is the life I dreamed of. And what else? And then I got duck bento, like roasted duck. There's a place that I discovered last week that's 3 minutes away, so I've been going there, and it's just so delicious. And then I've just been stretching and taking it easy, and now I'm going to work on my YouTube video. But yeah, I just feel so grateful. I'm just like, oh, and I got 10,000 steps today, more than 10,000 steps. So it's just like, I think I like this little life. I think I like this little life. But yeah, I just feel really grateful and really, really, really blessed.